So I walked in the office, and I have a business background. I served in the legislature for 13 years in the Texas Senate and was on finance for several of those years. But with my business background, I'm used to having data and statistics and all that information available to me. And when I walked in, I expected to see that. And it certainly is available from our office. And so immediately I started asking questions. I'm like, do we have this? And we do have it. And then decided, well, we need to make it available to people, and we need to get it out there. And so our data department, which typically is pretty quiet and reserved and provides that, loves digging into the data. The thought of providing it to all Texans excited them, and they moved very quickly. And with no additional expense to the government, we just used existing staff, existing resources to produce TexStats, which we're thrilled about, and we do think it will help continue to grow the Texas economy by providing the information that companies, cities, and counties need to look at their, not just their economic position, but educational position and way to manage the future.
Walk me through some of the things you can do on here. You talked about your school board background and how this might have helped you. Walk me through some of the things you can kind of click through on here.
Yeah, all kinds of demographic information. So populations for cities that are growing, populations that are shrinking, and then you can break down the demographics of those populations. You can look on here for business and industry within a particular region. So the Northeast region, you can go in there and you can see, hey, where are we strong in business? Where are we weak in business? Where are we maybe oversaturated? Where do we need to pursue to diversify the economy in Northeast Texas? All kinds of that information as well. What's the income? What's the average income? And where's that income coming from? So frankly, when it comes to demographic and statistical information, it's almost easier to tell you what's not on the website than it is to tell you all the information that you can drill down into and find on TexStats.
This is the first time you made a kind of public presentation of this thing today. Tell me, why'd you come to Tyler?
Well, I have a background in Tyler. My family actually was from Henderson. And so East Texas is a good spot to come from, and it's diverse. It is a good place to look at the diversity of the state, both from a demographic standpoint, but from an economic standpoint as well, and educational standpoint.
Yeah. So the state is growing it's huge. The state's growing since 2020, since COVID. East Texas is growing as well. What pops out to you in this data about East Texas?
Well, in East Texas, what we're seeing is a little bit of a slowdown in the growth, but we continue to lead the nation. And so, one of the stats that we saw that people wouldn't realize is, trailers and the manufacturing here in Northeast Texas, I think everybody was a little surprised. It's 8 times greater than any place else in the United States. And so as a business owner who's come and bought trailers in Northeast Texas, I guess I wasn't all that surprised because this is where you come. But it was interesting to see those statistics.
How do you hope this tool is used on a day-to-day basis? You talked about how you hope businesses that are maybe coming to Texas could use this.
Yeah, it's available to Texans, but it's also to businesses that may be looking to relocate. And so they can look on this, and this is the type of information they're looking for. If I'm going to look at moving to Northeast Texas, what's the education look like? And we can answer that question through this website. What's the average age? We can answer that question through this website. What other industries are in North Texas? They can answer that. So what it does is it provides a lot of preliminary information that companies are looking for when they're initially looking to relocate from another state to Texas. And what we want to do in our office is be transparent and be helpful to the general public and continue to grow the Texas economy.
Is there anything else you feel the public should know about this website?
This website's going to be as up-to-date information that is accessible. So you don't have to question, well, I know government's slow, did they get the information? It is up-to-date. As the information is a direct link, so as soon as the information is available, it's going to be on our site. It's going to be the most up-to-date information that you can access.